Welcome back. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX. United States President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin have concluded a highly anticipated summit in Alaska that ended with the U.S. President promising a peace agreement to end the war in Ukraine, dropping his previous demand for a ceasefire following talks with Putin. Trump's shift in stance comes even as he carried out overnight phone calls with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, who's on his way to Washington for talks on the 18th of August, as well as some European leaders. Meanwhile, Putin has called the negotiations with the U.S. very useful, saying he hopes that the agreements reached will bring about peace in Ukraine. Putin also took time out to take a jibe at Zelensky and many European leaders who have come out in support of Ukraine, saying he hopes they view his meeting with the U.S. president positively and not indulge in backroom negotiations meant to be provocative. The Russian president ended the summit by inviting Trump to Moscow for the next round of talks. Well, let's take a listen into the excerpts from the joint press conference in Alaska.
I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many, many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there, but we've made some headway. So there's no deal until there's a deal.
Me and President Trump have built a very good, businesslike and trustworthy contact. And I have every reason to believe that moving down this path, we can come, and the sooner the better, to the end of the conflict in Ukraine.
I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. Again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Dr. Sergei Dvoryanov, President of IDC Russia, is joining us live on the broadcast from Moscow. Dr. Dvoryanov, how do you react to this meeting in Alaska? How do you view this summit and its implications on a peace deal for Ukraine?
Thank you so much for invitation for discussion. First of all, namaste, namaskar. Good evening to everybody. I'm so happy because today we can see the two leaders, both of them, they're actually heroes of the modern age, of the modern history. First of all, our national leader, Vladimir Putin, such kind of a brave personality, he, during this deep conflict with Western part of the world, with Western civilization, Western alliance, he came directly to America to start this peace negotiation and discussion, to show to all the world, to show that Russia always with open heart, ready to discuss deeply all possibilities to bring peace and installate peace and support peace. That's why we can see that actually it's only first step to achieve real peace and harmony and the golden age as well. And also Donald Trump, hero, because he removes this enmity mood to Russia, and he completely understands that collaboration and fruitful discussion with Russia more productive than enmity and than conflict. That's why we can expect in the very close future next round and next conversation about peace, but in this time it will be with participation of a representative from Ukraine and Europe as well, I can see. And for me, it's only beginning. Only beginning. I can see that only beginning of golden age.
Yes, but also, Dr. Dvoryanov, I have to ask you about the absence of a peace deal yet. So no deal announced yet, nor any ceasefire. How do you view that? Do you believe that is a setback, or was that unlikely in this first meeting in the first place?
First of all, of course, like I already mentioned in my speech, that it's only beginning. Of course, it's like both sides, they just test what can be the possibilities, how we can negotiate practically on the ground. Because we have with us a lot of conditions which we cannot destroy. For example, Russian Federation. As you know, we already changed our constitution, and 4 regions of Ukraine already belong to us, belong to Russian Federation. We cannot change this because it's a basic legal document. Constitution already approved that eastern part of Ukraine, 4 regions, belong to Russia. Of course, this condition cannot be broken. And from the other side, we can see that Mr. Zelensky, I cannot call him President Zelensky because he was not re-elected. It's a big question mark who will put the signature on the future peacemaking agreement between Russia and Ukraine. We will see how it will happen. But first of all, of course, with open heart, we will invite Mr. Zelensky to Moscow. He should sit on the table and discuss practically how we can negotiate with peace. But at the same time, I can see that our president, he brings to the meeting a lot of economical proposals. Like we can see that mindset of Donald Trump is very economically oriented. And he is, first of all, businessman, and then he is politician. That's why his favorite word is deal. Deal and deal. And that's why we, of course, we can use this his mental set and propose, like we can tell, some diversification of different proposals. And it's only beginning. Both sides, they just start to test how they can move, which conditions they can bring to the real peace agreement.
Let me join at this point Andrea Lucidi as well, senior journalist joining us on the broadcast. Andrea, how do you view this meeting and the progress made between the two heads of state of Russia and the US?
Is it my turn now?
Andrea Lucidi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Andrea, we can hear you. Andrea, please tell us about...
Yeah, can you hear me?
Andrea, can you hear me? Andrea Lucidi, can you hear me? Okay, I think we're having some trouble there with Andrea's connection. But let me, in fact, go back to Mr. Dvoryanov at this point, who is with us live. Dr. Dvoryanov, quickly now coming to this meeting on Monday between Zelensky and Trump. What are your expectations from that meeting?
First of all, I can see that Donald Trump, national leader of America, has right now a big issue to convince Mr. Zelensky and explain him very frankly how he should move to achieve real peacemaking agreement. And because, of course, right now the position of Mr. Zelensky is very weak. We can see that he is not so brave to come, for example, to Moscow, and for him it will be big, even embarrassment if he will not come to Moscow. But for my opinion, he should learn from Donald Trump how he can remove his enmity mood. He should come to Moscow, and together with Donald Trump as our national leader, they should go to our main church, Christian Orthodox Church, and pray for the peace. That is my vision, like a religion philosopher. I can see if we'll really approach with our prayers the most highest institution, which is a God will. If we'll approach this institution, sky institution, we can tell that we really and very easy will achieve a real peacemaking agreement. That's why we should. Donald Trump, he definitely will transform the heart of Mr. Zelensky, because right now he is in very aggressive mood. He is not. We can see.
Let me also get in.